Good morning, student. Let's start today's class. In today's class, we are going to discuss or study about your chapter 2, which is electronic circuit. Okay, your chapter 1 is completed. Okay, which is electronic devices. Now, from now, we are going to study about your chapter 2, which is deals with electronic circuits. Okay, our first circuit is rectifier. Okay, or the first electronic circuit is rectifier. Okay, what then what do you mean by rectifier? Or the rectifier circuit, the work of the rectifier circuit is that it converts AC into DC. Since in commercially the AC is commonly available, but the DC is not DC is available, but in a low voltage. High voltage DC is not available. Okay, so uh, by also due to we need DC also. To get the DC in low cost, we convert the AC into DC. That is, we want a process in which we can convert the our AC into high voltage DC. Okay, and that process or that conversion is done by using rectifier circuit. Okay, and the conversion and the rectifier and the AC have and the rectification or the process which will done by rectifier is called rectification. Okay, and AC have two elements. Okay, and the rectification process, what is the rectification process? Now let us see. Okay, the AC have two elements, one positive elements, okay, one negative elements. That means the AC signal, this is AC signal. Okay, this is AC signal. Okay, and this positive part. Okay, and this AC signal contain one positive part and one negative part. Okay, so the AC have two parts, positive part and negative part. Okay, and we want DC. DC is this. Okay, either positive or negative only. Okay, if this is positive voltage, if this is negative voltage. So we want only one part of that AC signal. So we can also, by eliminating another part of that AC signal, we can get the DC signal. So that for eliminating one part, okay, we want that device, we want those device which can uh, conduct in only one direction. That means that which device can conduct only in positive cycle and cannot conduct in negative cycle, or only conduct in negative cycle, cannot conduct in positive cycle. That type of device we can that type of device is used in a rectifier circuit. Okay, so that type of device is there, that is called diode. Okay, because PN junction, in previous classes we have already seen that in PN junction diode, okay, is conduct current in forward bias, but stop current or conduct no current in reverse bias. Okay, in previous classes we have already discussed that. Okay, so here we used PN junction diode, or only or called diode uh, in the play or in the circuit of rectifier. Okay, and and the rectifier, and there are two types of rectifier circuit. Okay, one is half wave rectifier. Okay, and another one is full wave rectifier. Now let's start. What is half wave rectifier. Okay, in half wave rectification, the rectifier conduct current only during the half cycle of input AC supply. The negative half cycle of AC supply are suppressed. Okay, that means in half wave rectifier, since the name suggests half wave, uh, means it can conduct in half wave of the input AC signal and omit or remove the next half wave of that input AC signal. So in this place, or in this half wave rectifier, in the current only conduct for the positive half cycle of the input signal. Okay, and the negative half cycle of the supply are suppressed. That means there is no current conduction for the negative cycle of the input AC signal. Okay, then circuit detail. This is half wave. This is half wave rectifier. Okay, rectifier circuit. Here you see one diode is there. Okay, and one transistor. Transformer is there. This diode used for rectification purpose. Okay, and this transformer is used for isolation purpose. This transformer used for two works. One is isolation purpose. Isolation means it isolate the circuit or rectifier circuit from the high voltage supply or supply line. Okay, high power supply line, that is AC. The AC is a high power supply line, so from it protect from the risk of current shock. Okay, uh, so we use transformer. And second purpose of using transformer is to step down or step up the voltage or input voltage as we required for our operation. Okay, step up means increase the voltage. Okay, step down means decrease the voltage. Okay, so this transformer is also worked as a step up or step down of input voltage. Okay, and this is the circuit. And RL, here RL is load. Okay, here we can get out our V out, which is DC voltage. Okay, and here is AC supply we can give. Okay, now let us see the operation. Okay, in positive cycle, this is the input AC. In that positive cycle, what happened, this A, okay, this A became positive and this B became negative. Okay, in positive cycle, this is positive and this is negative. Okay, but this is positive with respect to B. Okay, so this part of the diode, so this part in positive cycle, this is positive and this is negative. So in the diode is, this is positive, since this negative, this is negative. Okay, this is negative. Okay, so the diode is forward biased. Previously we know that if the diode is this polarity is this pole is connected to positive and this pole is connected to negative, the diode is forward bias. So see, here also the diode is forward bias. Okay, so the current conduct, so the current conduction is current conduction happened. Okay, this current conduction is happened, so the output we can get this much. Okay, since the current conduction is there. Okay, our input is this. Okay, and output is this. Okay, and when the negative input negative of that this negative part is there, so the A is negative reverse and B is positive. Okay, and here the diode is negative and this is positive, so diode is reverse bias. Okay, due to it is reverse bias, so the current conduction is not there. Okay, or there is no current conduction, okay, through the diode. Okay, so our output is this. For positive, current conduction is there, so we can get the positive cycle. For negative, there is no current conduction is there, so we cannot get any voltage. This is gap. Okay, and this is again for positive cycle. Okay, so it is a pulsating DC. You see, we for smooth DC we want this. Okay, this is smooth DC, but this is pulsating DC. Okay, and for smoothing this pulsating DC, we can use filter circuit, which we study from which we study in coming classes. Okay, what is filter circuit? So, and this is the for positive half cycle diagram. This is the negative half cycle diagram. Okay, so mainly the half wave rectifier only rectify or only rectify the positive half cycle of the AC. Okay, remember that the negative half cycle is suppressed, okay, by the half cycle half wave rectifier. Okay, and name suggests half wave rectifier, only half of the wave is rectified. Okay, and the efficiency of that half wave rectifier we can study in coming classes. Okay, thank you.